Guten Abend,
Yeah.
gute Nacht, mit Rosen bedeckt.
It is 5:04 a.m. I just did 100 wall squats because I'm here changing my life one day, one habit at a time. Stick around afterwards for moments of clarity. Just like our morning routine, just like our lives, if we don't intentionally choose what we say to ourselves, then life will choose for us. We are here creating habits, rewiring our brain, reclaiming our lives. Check out this clip first before you squat.
Narcisetto d'amor, delle belle turbando il riposo, Narcisetto d'amor.
Good morning. 4:47 a.m. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Squat Club. It is day 20 today. I'm going to do some walls known as squat therapy. Really done this as a workout, but might be interesting. Before we go crazy, we'll get warmed up. I'm going to do some knee raises as a hip flexor warm up. Some good morning, some lunges, some burpees, and some squats. You can do whatever warm up you'd like, but I do hope you join because we are here every day creating habits, rewiring our brains, reclaiming our lives. Every day, getting up early, making progress intentionally, as opposed to just being pulled along by life. That feels good this morning. So while we warm up, we'll get the brain working a little bit too with our affirmations. Today's moments of clarity talk is going to be about these affirmations. So I'll get into that more at the end, but I think affirmations are a little silly, to be honest. I am responsible. Today I choose to be happy. Something wonderful is about to. I have all I need to succeed today. Focus on progress, not perfection. Choose gratitude. I am responsible. What that forces me to believe and think is whatever happens is on me. I don't pass the buck. I don't place blame. I can make the change. It really gives you a good feel of control of your life. Today, I choose to be happy. We're going to talk about that one a little bit later. Something wonderful is about to happen. The idea here is it's not wishful thinking. Is that if you prime your brain to see things that are happening in the positive, you notice more of them and less of the negative. So when you're looking for wonderful things, you start to recognize that a lot of things are wonderful that you weren't necessarily defining as wonderful. That you see as, hey, that wasn't necessarily the goal that I had in mind, but the outcome's really good. And I can see that. And then I can also just be grateful for all the wonderful things that I would normally see. I have all I need to succeed today. Just gives me no excuses. I can make progress. I don't need to wait. It might not be perfect. Circumstances may not be perfect, may not be exactly what I want. I can start. I can succeed with whatever I have. I will focus on progress, not perfection. It just gives you permission to move. Because focusing on perfection can be a barrier to starting. If you think it needs to be perfect, you never start. If I focus on progress, I can do that every day. And I know I can make progress. I don't know that I can make perfection. And that maybe stop me from doing it altogether. I choose gratitude. Similar to something wonderful is about to happen. If I focus on negative things, I'm going to see negative things. If I focus on what I have, how positive they are, makes the negative seem less viable, less big, less important, and just primes you to noticing the positive. Seeing the things that you have and focusing your attention and energy. So let's do this one more time. I'm responsible. Today, I choose to be happy. Something wonderful is about to happen. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. I choose gratitude. All right, I'm pretty warm. If you've done the warm-up, fantastic. If you haven't yet, finish that up. Excuse me. For those of you that skipped ahead, good morning. Welcome to 5 a.m. Squat Club, day 20. We're here building habits, rewiring our brain, reclaiming our lives. So this morning what we're going to do is wall squats. We're going to do an every minute on the minute format like we always do, accumulate 100 reps. But we're going to do a wall squat. So I'm going to aim to get myself as close to the wall. You're going to see my back on this one. I got the mic on. I'm going to go arms straight overhead. And then as I squat down, I'm going to try not to fall off the wall while keeping those arms straight. Scaling options for today, as usual, get a chair, sit to the chair, stand. If that's too easy, just do an air squat. And then from there, any variation of the wall squat is great. So if it's too easy, too hard to go nice and close to the wall, just move yourself back. Try not to lean on it. So we're going to do this every day. If you're here joining us, please hit the subscribe button because that'll tell YouTube that you're getting value. And what I'll do is it'll push it out to more people in the same boat who are needing this content. Please do so. Like, subscribe, share the video. Let's squat every day together and reclaim our lives. So I'm going to do a couple of these and then maybe throw on the vest and we'll get going. That's what I'm looking for here. Make sure you test out what you're going to do. Injuries. Okay, so throw on the vest. And maybe 15 in a minute. Should have done my hair after. Maybe 20. We got a mic on there. Yeah, it's reasonable. So, set up your space. Get your music if you want. Maybe get a glass of water. And it is time to get started here. wall squats or squat therapy. This is going to help you get your squat more and more upright, more and more vertical torso, really strengthen the hip flexors. So, lots of value here. All right, let's do this. Then stopwatch. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Hello, left. That's 15. See that 15. It's almost starting to get light out there. Summer's coming. Oh, shoulders look great. That's 30. Easy, tough. $45. That's a good one. Finally weighed this vest yesterday. 40 pounds. That's no joke. Oh, boy. That's 60. Oh, wow. That upper back fries a little bit. Makes the breathing hard. 60. That's 75. 2 more seconds. That's 90. I'm gonna get a thumbnail for this. Almost. Huh. Yeah. That was freaking beautiful. I had jump squats planned for this morning, but plans changed. So we went with the awkward wall squat, which I'm sure gave you a good upper back pump, as well as a good heart rate elevation. So fantastic job. Today we're going to talk about is those affirmations. I have never been a fan of affirmations. I always thought they were pretty woo-woo. I kind of thought that you were trying to tell yourself things that weren't real, that were fake. You know, I'm wealthy. I am good looking. I am happy. Where if I didn't believe those things, it didn't make a whole lot of sense for me to say them. But what I'm learning is that we are our internal dialogue. Our thoughts are our actions, and our actions are our lives. And just like our morning routine, just like our lives, if we don't intentionally choose what we say to ourselves, then life will choose for us and we'll just go along with it. So what I'm learning here is that if I can control, at least especially first thing in the morning, right when I wake up, when my brain starts to work, if I can control those first thoughts that come out of my brain, I can choose them and ensure that they're pulling me in a positive direction, right? This isn't positive thinking, right? You'll hear me say, I am responsible. Not, I'm already there, but this is telling me that, hey, it's not up to other people. You don't get to blame other people. What happens is up to you. And the more I believe that, the more it empowers me to choose the right things. Today I choose to be happy. That's one actually that I threw in there myself. So the rest of these affirmations are from Jim Rohn, who was Tony Robbins' mentor. I threw in, today I choose to be happy. This is prompted by a lady at the gym who's got a podcast called Choose Happy with Marie. And the reason I put that one in is because it makes me uncomfortable. I think that the thing that I've potentially struggled with the most is happiness, that like put the smile on my face and believe it. And I always thought that, people that seemed happy all the time, it was just a big lie. And I still kind of believe that. I don't believe that you should always be cheery and everything should be wonderful and that, you shouldn't see challenges. But just like I am responsible, I get to choose my response to that. I get to choose, hey, how unhappy does this make me? What level of happiness do I want to be at? And can I choose that and start working towards it as opposed to just defaulting to whatever happens? My personal default is not happy. So the more I say these things to myself every morning, right when I wake up, as I'm doing this, the more times I repeat it, I can start to program my self-conscious to believe those things. Fake it till you make it is a way to say it. And as silly as that sounds, it works, right? The more times I tell myself I'm responsible, the more I'm going to believe it. What you may notice, just like myself, is that some of those come easier than others. You know, I'm pretty good with accountability. I believe that if something's wrong around me, it's my fault, and I'll take that. And whether I know how to fix it or not, I'll start there. That being said, some of these are not as easy. Like today, I choose to be happy. So I put that in there personally just to make myself uncomfortable. Make sure that I'm saying something that makes me feel something inside, because that's where growth happens. If you stayed this long, you probably already subscribed, but if you have not, please do. Join us here every morning where we are shaping our lives to become the people we want to be as opposed to just being. Thank you very much. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. 5 a.m. Squat Club. Doug.